In previous lessons, we discussed creative process, how people go about doing creativity and engaging in creative tasks. We delineated between two types of creative process, ideational process and experiential process. Ideational process refers to the sequence of steps a person takes to come up with and develop their best ideas. Experiential process, on the other hand, refers to the sequence of steps a person takes to get into their creative mental state, their creative mind state. For ideational process, the desired outcome is a creative product, one that is novel and valuable. For experiential process, the goal is deep immersion in creative flow, deep immersion in the creative flow state. But what exactly is flow? You know the feeling of satisfaction you get from being completely absorbed in something that you're doing? For me, this involves writing. When I write, I often get into a flow state. A flow state is a state of strong concentration on what you're doing. For me, when I sit down to write my thoughts, I'll often set a timer because once I'm in that flow state, I have a tough time keeping track of how long I've been working. Did 15 minutes pass? Was it half an hour? Was it more? It's often really hard for me to gauge. Now, these are all characteristics of flow. When in flow, people report feeling completely absorbed in what they're doing. They also report what's called a transient disintegration of temporality. In addition to this disintegration of temporality, they also report enjoyment. Getting into your flow state is an enjoyable experience. It's what's called an autotelic experience, meaning it's enjoyable for its own sake. What gets you into flow? I'm always intrigued to know what gets people into that enjoyable state of high concentration and focus. Flow is a consciousness state. It's a consciousness state that's characterized by high concentration and high task focus. The term flow was coined by a pioneering Hungarian-American psychologist named Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. In the mid-70s, Csikszentmihalyi researched high-performing individuals in athletics, the arts, and other vocational spaces and found that they all experienced super strong absorption in the tasks they were engaged in. Since then, flow has become a very popular topic of scholarly research, especially in the area of performance science. The flow state is characterized by 9 features of flow. The fusion of action and awareness, intense focus and concentration, low self-reflective thought, a sense of control, clear goals, unambiguous feedback regarding success in what you're doing, that autotelic experience of enjoyment, time alteration, like we talked about before, and a balance between skill and the challenge at hand. People who are immersed in task flow tend to report a fusion of action and awareness. They think and do almost at once, and they often feel as though they are observing the expression of their thoughts in real time. The classical music composer Robert Levin described it as feeling like going down the bobsled, and other artists have described it as a sense of channeling, a type of spiritual experience. People in flow tend not to be self-reflective when engaged in something that they're doing. Self-reflection and self-criticism are temporarily disengaged in favor of smooth, uninterrupted thought merged with action. The ability to enter flow is an adaptive aptitude born for its evolutionary advantages. For example, it was likely highly beneficial for early hunters to suspend their reflective thinking and act quickly instead, at precisely the right moment when they were hunting their prey. People in flow also report enjoyment of flow for flow's own sake. Like we talked about earlier, it's referred to as an autotelic experience. These 9 features of flow shed light on the nature of this flow state. And they also hint at the importance of developing skills for optimizing our flow competence, our ability to flow at our maximum potential.